Hey guys, so I know it has been a while since I have posted something on this channel, so before I start my video for today, I just wanted to make a quick disclaimer. I 110% apologize for not posting something for like 3 weeks. That really wasn't my intention. I filmed multiple videos and I just was really not happy with the way they were turning out, so I was having to refilm and it just got really difficult, especially with my schedule. School this month, or this past month in February, was crazy. I was getting a lot more college decisions back, just kind of sorting out my life, figuring things out. I also had my senior show, which just ended yesterday, so I had rehearsals after school for that. So by the time I got home, the lighting was gone because I don't have proper lights yet, which I am working on investing in, as a matter of fact. But I am back with a video. I'm going to be doing my February wrap-up and my March TBR together just because I'm kind of late on getting these in, and I promise that I will be better about posting videos this next month. So thank you for being patient with me as I kind of just had to take a break for a little bit. And yeah, so let's get on with the video. So this past month of February, I read a total of 5 books, which was really impressive for me personally because I know I had set out to have about 5.5 done. So I'm feeling really good about what I'm about to show you. So the first book I read is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. And gosh, does it feel like I read this forever ago because I read it in the first few days of February. It is so hilarious. If you are into memoirs, specifically humorous ones, you will definitely like this. She has a very interesting perspective on women in the television production business, and I really enjoyed reading this. I was laughing so much. I had to lend this to my friends. They would read little snippets of it. They thought it was hilarious. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read I do not have with me because, you know, the whole library, I have to return things. So I read One Day by David Nicholls. This book I had seen the movie for multiple times. It's one of my favorite movies, and I finally got around to reading the book. But I found it very hard to read the book having seen the movie because I knew what was happening and it was getting so slow to get there. I was waiting for the plot to catch up to the future events that I knew were going to occur. And so I found it kind of hard to read, although Nicholls is a fantastic author. I really did like the way he portrayed both characters. The storyline was amazing, and to see it written out was a lot more of a different experience than watching it in film. I gave this book also another 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read I also don't have with me because school policy requires me to hand in my books at the end of the unit, but I read Hamlet by William Shakespeare for my literature class, and I did not like it. I know I said that I was enjoying it at first, but when I got around to it, I just found Hamlet to just be a really annoying character. He was very indecisive, and I totally get it. He's a teenager going through a lot, but I just found him so indecisive and unreliable, and I felt he was more of a little bit of a drama queen, if I can even use that term, I don't know. But I really did struggle to get through the rest of it. But I mean, I do really commend William Shakespeare. I get why it's one of his most famous plays. He does bring up a lot of really good points, and Hamlet's a good character for displaying certain aspects of human nature. But it was rough, kind of. I gave that a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So I know in my TBR I said I was going to be reading The Other Boleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory. When I got around to it, I was really not feeling it. I picked it up and I was just, it wasn't something I was really interested in reading at the time. So I went to my local library and I picked up a book that, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna kill me for this, but I haven't read yet. I haven't read the series of Harry Potter ever. Ever. I've seen the movies 1,000,000,001 times, never read the books. I don't know why I missed out on it, but I remember my grandmama used to have all the books. She probably still does, and I would pick them up and read them, but I wouldn't really read them. I'd just kind of skim through them. So I finally was Lily, you need to read these books. There's obviously something so incredible about them. So I did pick up Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and of course I loved it. Who can hate on a Harry Potter book, let's be honest. Gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I definitely plan on reading the rest of the series. I am stuck. It's amazing. I understand why people are obsessed. I'm just 12 years late to this bandwagon. I really apologize if I let anyone down. The final book I read in the month of February, which I actually kind of finished like the first day of March, so we're counting it. Daisy Miller by Henry James. This is a short novella following a young woman named Daisy Miller and her time in Europe. I really liked this, and I figured I would because I loved The Turn of the Screws so much. But basically, it is about this man named Winterbourne who meets this woman named Daisy Miller, of course, and he's like captivated by her. He's enthralled by her American beauty, the way she like perceives life, and he like follows her to Rome, and then she goes out on a date with another man, and he's like, but why him? Like, why not me? And I spent like the entire book like, pick Winterbourne. He's such an amazing guy. Like, he cares so much. Oh, it's so good. I definitely recommend this for anyone who's looking for a short classic read. I really enjoyed this and definitely want to pick up more of Henry James's work. Obviously, I'm starting to be a really big fan of his. Oh, and by the way, I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So those were the books I read in the month of February. If you are planning on reading any of them or have read them, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on them and maybe we could discuss. And yeah, so now on to what I'm reading for the month of March. So my TBR for the month of March is on the shorter side. I plan to read 4 books, hopefully. That is because I know this is going to be a crazy month for me just with schoolwork and travel and things like that. But I do want to get down some good books, so I'm going to show you what I'm reading. So I know I mentioned this in my February TBR, but I promised myself I'm going to finish Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I started it like at the end of the month when I hadn't picked up Daisy Miller yet. So I got to page 76, which is really nothing. That's like 8% of the book. It's about, this book is like 630 pages or something like that. But I promised myself I'm going to finish this. I know it. I love it. Like, I think it's so great. I'm really, really enjoying this book, but I just don't have time to pick it up. I'm finding myself going through my day and then finally getting time to read at the end of the day, but by then it's like midnight and I kind of gotta sleep because a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do to like stay awake in school. So I need to get this book done because I'm really enjoying it and I don't know why I'm like letting myself be taken away from this so often. I'm gonna finish this. The next book I plan to read this month / am almost done with actually is for my English class. We are reading Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. I am on page 151. Yeah, 151. We are finishing it for Wednesday of this coming week. So this will be done pretty quickly. I personally am not enjoying this book that much. I really did in the first like 20-30 pages. I thought Mrs. Dalloway was really interesting. I liked the way Virginia Woolf was writing, like all the extra imagery, but then after a while the elaborateness really got lengthy and redundant, and I wasn't really finding myself involved in the novel. I was just kind of finding myself like flipping pages, like, okay, when is something gonna happen? But I definitely might have different perspectives after we've analyzed this book because we haven't really had a proper discussion on it. We've kind of just looked at the characters and motives and things like that. So I might have different perspectives at the end of the month when we are done kind of tearing this book apart, I suppose. The next book I will be reading this month was actually a recommendation from one of you guys. I am sorry I forgot the user, but I will put it somewhere on the screen if I can find their name. So thank you so much for the recommendation. This month I'm going to be reading The Glass Castle by Jeannette Wallace. I actually didn't know it, but I had it in bookshelf in my house, so I figured why not pick it up. One of you guys recommended it, and I guess it should be pretty good. It definitely is a darker book. To go along with my theme of memoirs, I'm really interested in what everyone is finding so interesting about this book. And yeah, so I'll let you know how I like this. And really, thank you so much for whoever recommended this. The final book I do not have with me at the moment, but it is the second Harry Potter book, of course. I'm going to be picking up Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and I will let you know how it is. Of course, I'm probably going to like it. I plan to read a Harry Potter book a month so I can finish them by like August or September. Perhaps one month I'll pick up like 2 or 3 of the books, especially if like the series starts to pick up and I can't really like stop and put it down. By the way, I want to give kudos to my cousin Marley, who is rereading the series or reread the series recently, which is what inspired me to pick up the series for the first time. Hadn't done that yet. Don't know where I missed that in my literary career, but I feel really bad for not reading it. But yeah, those are the books I'm going to be reading. Perhaps if I get those all done, I will pick up a 5th extra. We'll just have to see. I do have quite the TBR pile staring me in the face in the corner of my room, which is daunting, but at the same time really exciting because it's so much to read, so little time. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching, and I really do apologize for the break in the videos. It will not happen again, hopefully. So thank you all for watching. I plan to be posting a video later this week, so stay tuned for that. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!